Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we are looking at the Mahindra Roxor, and we will be talking about some of the modifications that you might want to do to your Roxor when you buy a new or even a used Roxor. So my Roxor that you see right here is a 2018, which I acquired in October of 2018. I have been very pleased with the Roxor so far. Performance wise, it hasn't left anything to be desired, as well as getting parts has been the only issue for some people, but personally I haven't really run into that issue. The one time I really needed parts urgently was for the brake calipers, and that was easily sourced through my local Mahindra Roxor dealer. Your circumstances might vary depending on where you're located, if you have a dealership or no close to you. So back to the subject of this video, which we are doing, which is what are the mods that you would want to do to your Roxor soon after purchase. Well, for most people and for myself, the most pressing need that I had for my Roxor was to have some kind of protection from the elements, and the Roxor back then came without a cab, and I think it still does come without a cab, except you go for the all or the cold weather option that comes with a cab, but it's also significantly more expensive. So the thing that made a difference for me was having a windshield. That I think should actually be included with any Roxor, even if it's just a base Roxor. It is so important. When you start going above 20 miles an hour, whether you are in on a dirt road or in a pasture, you start having bugs coming into your eyes, dust, pieces of dirt. It makes it very dangerous and difficult to maintain control of your Roxor. So a windshield for me is the number one thing that I would add if I were to purchase a basic Roxor today. The second thing that I think is quite important is to get a tune on your Roxor, and this is important in case you don't have anybody that will be learning to drive stick shift on your Roxor. That way they won't be abusing the clutch. So the engine has been drastically derated from its full potential, and I believe that was just to comply with US regulations. But once you start adding aftermarket components like the cab in my case, bigger tires, then the gross GVWR of your Roxor goes significantly up, and then that becomes a factor that makes it difficult to actually enjoy driving your Roxor. The third thing I will talk about is I added spacers, and even with the stock Roxor, it looks really goofy when you just have the basic wheel configuration. Spacers, even with the stock wheels, make the Roxor look very much nicer. Fourth, that's a train going by. So I can show you guys here. You can actually see my spacers. They are very large right there. It's that solid aluminum piece that you see there with the silver color. That's my spacer. I can't really remember off the top of my head, but I think it was about a 2.5 inch spacer that I put on there. So do be careful when you put spacers. Those make sure you get a high quality spacer from a reputable manufacturer. That way you don't expose yourself to a potential crash or disintegration of your wheel assembly. So those are some of the most pressing modifications that I would do in case I were to buy a Mahindra Roxor today. But apart from that, I think it's a pretty solid vehicle. You can use it off-road, you can use it for limited commutes, and also it's very good for ranchers and also certain mining operations, because they are built solid with the steel, boxed frame and a metal body. When I first saw it, I thought it was plastic, then I found out it was metal, and that really just sold me on the Roxor. Anyways, enough of my rambling. For tuning your Roxor, many of the companies, you can actually work with them, and I would say actually it's best to give them a call. That way you can actually have them dial in your specific need. So let's say you need to take off the annoying, it's a safety feature, I know, but at times it's annoying. Let's say you are on a ranch, if you don't have your seat belt on, you can't go beyond 5 miles an hour. So if you're chasing down a calf, or you have to get somewhere real quick, chasing something, and then you have to stop, jump out, get back in and continue, having that seat belt limitation is actually not wanted. So you can have the person doing your tune dialing specifically some of the features that you want. You can have them up the power, you can have them lower the power, you can have them up the maximum speed, you can also have them drop the speed, the maximum speed on your Roxor to maybe, I don't know, a crawling speed of 5 miles an hour, which might be what is needed in mining operations. So just trying to share with you guys some of the mods which I think are absolutely essential for you to fully get the enjoyment and potential out of your Roxor. Thanks for joining me, and let me jump inside and we can go for a quick spin. There we go. Easy start. That's the one thing I love with these diesel engines. You take good care of them, they will take good care of you. I do have the aftermarket lights right here, indicator lights. Turn that off. Power steering pump might be running low, so I'll need to top that off here in the next couple of days. When I turn the power steering, I can hear it groan a little. I don't think it's just frozen, I think it actually dropped a little. Alright, thanks for joining me guys on this ride, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.